Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you and I'm so glad you clicked on. Today we are starting another What I Read in a Week. This week I'm just doing a kind of mood reading, but also I have a little bit of a list that I would like to get through this week. I have 3 books that are on my radar. I've already started one of them. I started Zodiac Academy. This is the first book, The Awakening. I strictly am reading this because I need to finish my A to Z challenge for 2024 and the only letters I have left are Z and X. So I already found a book that starts with an X that I'll be reading in December, but I wanted to go ahead and get started on this one because I felt like it was time. I have heard so much about Zodiac Academy as a whole series. I've heard really great things, but then I've also heard like okay things. So I am now 169 pages in. I'm on chapter 10 and it is very interesting. I don't know exactly how I want to feel about it. I'm interested in the magic system and I really like the plot. However, there are some scenes in here where I'm just like, what is literally going on? It is a lot, but I am having a good time. So I'm just a little bit confused on what my feelings are towards this book right now, but I am interested to obviously finish this book. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the series, but then again, who knows? Maybe it'll end off on a cliffhanger and I just like want to keep going. So it is a possibility that I continue. As of right now, I'm unsure. I'm just really interested in it right now. From what I'm gathering, this is following 2 twin sisters whose birthright is basically to be they're the heirs to the throne, essentially, but when they were born, they were swapped with just like normal human twins. So they are found when they're like past 18 and they're taken back to the Fae world. And now they're like training and trying to get their crown back, but like they don't even want their crown. And there's heirs that have been training their entire life because obviously these twins were in the human realm, so they didn't exist and they weren't in the competition or whatever. So now they're all out of school learning, and it's a lot of like very bully type of book. There's no morals in this book either. I'm gonna continue reading it. I'm enjoying it, I think. I don't know. I'm just kind of reading it and I'm flying through it. I mean, I started it this morning. I haven't even been reading it for 2 hours, so if that says something, I don't know. It's very entertaining. It's very gripping, I will say, but very interesting and not something that I would typically be reading. So, but for the other books that I would like to get to this week, I have 2 other books that I really want to read. I'll probably read more, honestly. I feel like this week is probably going to be a super chill one, but I really want to read the Breakup Pact by Emma Lord. I have had this from Afterlight. It was the September book, and I immediately wanted to pick it up as soon as I got it, but I wanted to wait a little bit because it does give off very like spring summer vibes, but I really want to read it, so I'm gonna read it this week. It's super short. It's only like 300 pages, but it's also like just small. I mean, this book is like bigger than average, but you can kind of see like the difference. So I think this will just be a fast read and I wanted like a sweet little romance after this, I feel. So that's that. And then I am going to be reading Harry Potter Goblet of Fire this week because I really want to finish Harry Potter before the year ends, and I still have this one and then the other 3. So I want to get this started. But those are the 3 books that are on my radar for this week. I'll probably read some more. I don't know. As of right now, it is Sunday, November 3rd. So I'm gonna keep reading Zodiac Academy today, and I do have plans. I'm playing volleyball later and going to my parents' house. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna read today, but I feel like I'm gonna make a pretty big dent because it's only 12, oh, well, it's almost 1. So I have like 2 hours until I need to start heading over there, so I can probably get like to page 300 maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to open up this vlog, say hello, how are you all doing? I am going to get back to reading. Monday, my friends. I have quite a bit of updates for you. As you all just saw, I just got home from work and I just put up all the groceries as well as opened up my subscription boxes. I have been waiting for these, I feel like, for so long. So I have a Fairy Loot, Afterlight, and Illumicrate subscription. Recently though, Illumicrate has not been doing like anything for me. I haven't been liking the books that they're like putting out. So I've been skipping. I've literally skipped the past like 4 months of Illumicrate, and I just got an Afterlight subscription go through last month and this month. So September and October. Fairy Loot, actually, I got off their waitlist, so I'm gonna cancel my Illumicrate one just because honestly I'm not liking the books that they're putting out. I think that Fairy Loot also does a much better job, the overall product. So for Fairy Loot, their October book was The Coven, and I have already read this, but I did really enjoy it, so I'm very happy to have this edition. It is absolutely stunning. It is one that I would recommend for spooky season, so if you're looking for something witchy, dark romance type of vibe, definitely recommend The Coven. I don't recommend the second book. That's just me though. From Afterlight, I have their adult romance subscription, I think that's what it's called. And the book for October was Best Hex Ever, and this book is so cute. The original cover as well as really cute. So I am going to cancel my Illumicrate subscription. The only reason I really had it was so that I can get like early access to books that I really enjoy, but they also haven't been doing really great on that. So thank God for Fairy Loot, because Fairy Loot does a really good job with their like special editions of previous books. Like Chestnut Springs I have early access to because there's a whole set of those coming out and I'm very excited about it. That's that update. I just got home and made myself an espresso shot and it's so good. I did a little bit of caramel macchiato creamer from Chobani in it and it's delicious. But we need to chit chat about, I did finish a book. I finished Zodiac Academy yesterday. I don't even know how much I talked about this, but I literally finished it in one sitting, and it's not like a short book either, but I was just like eating it up. And then I actually found that my library had the dramatic version of the audiobook. So when I was about like halfway through, I did pick up the audiobook and it was really good. However, I think I'm gonna go with a 4-star rating for this book because I was really entertained and I really enjoyed the story and the powers, and I think that the plot is really interesting. I don't love the like bullying type of romance. It's very no morals in this book. I didn't love that part, but like the overall storyline is really good, so I am going to be continuing with this. I think I already talked a little bit about what the story follows, but it's following 2 twins that are heirs to this Fae world, but they were not in it. They got switched at birth or like whatever, so they got brought back to this Fae world and now they're thrown into this school where people are basically competing to be the heirs. So there's already 4 boys that are the heir to the throne, and obviously they come in and then all of them are threatened by their powers and by their status and how famous they are. So they definitely go out of their way to make the twins' lives very hard and very difficult and very like scary. So you're following that whole story, and there's definitely a little bit of romance put in here. I'm sure it blossoms in the next story, but as of right now it's more like why, like they're very apparent on like they're like, why do I find them attractive, why do I like them? So there's that. But I did finish this yesterday and 4 stars, so I will be continuing this series. But then I started the Breakup Pact when I got back home from my parents' house, and I got to page like 80 something, and now I'm on page 188, so I'm literally in the middle of a chapter. But I think that this book has so much potential. However, I feel like I am anticipating a miscommunication trope, or just like in general it is a like pretty fast love story. They definitely have feelings for each other. Let's rewind a little bit. This is following the main character, June. She owns this tea time little tea cafe thing on a boardwalk in a like coastal small town. Our male main character, Levi, also grew up in this town. He ends up leaving. He goes to New York for a few years. He is in a relationship, engaged to this girl, and she ends up cheating on him. So he comes back home like 2 years or something later and basically meets back up with June. But June also just recently got cheated on, and both of their cheating experiences were very public, and the whole world basically knows. It's on social media, on reality TV, everybody knows them as being cheated on. So they come back and they decide that they're gonna fake date for revenge on their exes, because Levi wants to get back together with his ex, and I don't really know what June was getting out of this, really. Something about saving her tea time shop, but June's sister is also passed away, so there is some grief in the story, but it's not very heavy. It doesn't feel heavy, and honestly, it doesn't. I feel like this is not a book where I'm connecting with the characters. Maybe it's the writing, but I don't feel bad for either of them, and I am not really rooting for them to get together because of the way that they started their relationship. But it's not bad. It's just not very good. So right now I'm like kind of on 3 stars. We'll see if it goes any higher. I feel like it won't. Anyways, sorry, my cat is literally being a menace, but those are my thoughts on the Breakup Pact right now. I'm gonna finish it within the next like hour and a half because I don't have any plans tonight. I think I'm gonna make some banana pudding and put up some Christmas decorations. I have my whole box right here, so I'm gonna do that. Those are my updates. I feel like I needed to chit chat, and that was quite a lengthy chit chat. So I'm gonna go sit for a little bit, read this book, and then make the banana pudding and put up my Christmas decoration. So that is the plan. I will update you guys once I finish this. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It is now Tuesday, and it is 6:47. So Andrew and I are getting ready to head over to my parents' house to use their at-home gym, trying to get back into going to the gym. So we're doing that bright and early this morning, and then my dad is making breakfast. So we've got a bag. I'm going to be editing a video while I'm there, but I also I'm bringing a book. But before we talk about that book, let's talk about the Breakup Pact. I have some things to say about this. I am rating it at 3 stars because I feel like the writing had so much potential to be really good. Like, there were some parts of this book where I was like, wow, that was a really pretty quote, or like, that was a really cute way to describe something, or like understanding feelings. However, I had some gripes with it. So I didn't like the back and forth between Levi and June. I feel like they just weren't communicating their true feelings or what they wanted. I feel like it was kind of just up in the air. And then, as I mentioned, her older sister has passed away, but she is mentioned so much in this book, like so much. You would think that the book is about her, and I feel bad saying this because she's obviously passed away, but it felt like they were literally, or especially our main character, she was like trying to see everything how her sister would see it, like what her sister would say or what her sister would do or how her sister would feel, and kind of like based her choices off of that, and like sacrificed a lot of what she wanted to do and who she wanted to be with for her sister who has passed away. And I feel like it felt like it was part of the 3rd act breakup, and I didn't like that because obviously her sister's gone. She doesn't have any like thoughts or opinions in the moment, so they kept basing it off of her however long ago, and it was just frustrating to me. And they also, the way that they spoke about her sister was not in the best light. It was definitely in a negative light, and it wasn't, I don't like her sister. Like, I feel like they wrote her so like mean, bossy, and selfish that I don't like her sister. So I didn't love that part because I was like, okay. And then it was insta-lovey, and granted, this is like a second chance type of romance, but I still don't love when second chance romances are insta-lovey. I feel like there's still, especially if it's a second chance, you need time to like rebuild a friendship. And like, overall, 3 stars. I think that this had a lot of potential, and I think that at some points in the story, like when they were together and doing things, I thought that was cute. Like, for example, they went cake tasting together. I thought that was cute, and I just like, there was like little things that I did like with the story. So now to the book that I started last night. I started Lightlark. I'm only on page 62. I'm literally in the middle of a chapter. I'm not fully sure what's going on. But from what I've gathered, the female main character, or at least I think she's the main character, Isla, is a ruler of her realm. And every 100 years, Lightlark is an island, and it appears for 100 days where there is a deadly game basically hosted on that island, and six realms, each of the rulers has to come to kind of break a curse and get a ton of power. But the thing is the one ruler has to die so that the rest of the realm can like gain all that power and like kind of rebuild themselves over the next however long. And there's definitely going to be a romance in here. There's definitely going to be a lot of like betrayals, I feel like, and cheating. So I think it's going to be a really fun one. I'm very interested so far. We've gotten introduced to quite a few characters, so I'm still trying to get the hang of everything, but I am enjoying the concept and I think it's going to be a fun one. So I'm going to continue reading this today. Hello friends, I am back home from my parents' house. We ended up getting home about like an hour, like about an hour ago, and I just finished editing that vlog. It's quite a long one, it's like 40 minutes. I talked a lot, but it was also like a challenge type of vlog, so I'm sure it's definitely up before this one, so if you haven't watched that, it is the longer one, but it was a super fun challenge, and it was actually really fun to edit, so that was nice. But now it is me time. I am going to read Lightlark. I think I'm going to play some Minecraft. I don't know how much reading I'm going to do tonight, but I'm hoping to get quite a pretty chunk of Lightlark done, maybe even finish it, but we'll see. I do think I'm actually going to read Wisteria after Lightlark. I have to finish the Belladonna. I really do. I have to finish the trilogy. I am so obsessed with it, and I need to know what's going to happen to Wisteria, and I wasn't planning on reading it. I was going to read Harry Potter book 4, but I think I'll just start that a little bit maybe later. I really would like to read it this week, but I really want to read Wisteria, and I really want to read Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, because that is actually being delivered today. So really exciting stuff. I'm very happy to start that book. I'm so excited for those characters to have their own book. If you don't know, Lost and Lassoed is part of the Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled series, and I love those books. They're just small town cowboy romances that just do the job. They're wonderful, so I am really excited to pick that one up. That's the update. I am gonna go do whatever I want to do because it's a Tuesday, and I'm gonna relax. Also, got this pajama set from Target. Literally obsessed with it. It is so soft, so cozy, and it was only like $20. I am gonna light some candles. I'm gonna set the mood in here, and I'm just gonna chill, and I'm very excited about it. So I will update you guys probably a bit later today. It's 1 o'clock, so I think I'm just gonna read, hang out for the next like 3.5 hours. Andrew won't be home until like 4 or 5 today, so we have quite a bit of time to ourselves. So I will talk to y'all a little bit later. Hello everybody. It is a little bit later. It's now 3 o'clock, so I've been doing my thing for about 2 hours. I am still reading Lightlark. I'm on page 170 of Lightlark, and I am enjoying it, but I feel like there's just like a lot of information dumping. There's just so much that you have to learn. And there's a lot of names, there's a lot of different realms, it's just kind of a lot, and I feel like it's done in a really fast-paced way, but I feel like there's some parts of it where it like could be slowed down a little bit. It's moving a little bit too fast for me, which I honestly haven't really had a problem with stories before. That's interesting. It's quite a bit to keep up with, but I do want to keep reading it. I wanted to try and finish it today, but I don't think that's going to be possible. But I did just get in the mail Lost and Lassoed, and I am literally so excited about this. I actually haven't been reading for the past like 30 minutes. I made myself a little snack, and I have been watching some YouTube, and I think I'm gonna keep watching YouTube, honestly. I would love to finish this tomorrow, so if I could just get to page like 300, I'll be able to finish it tomorrow. Hi guys. I just actually got up and filmed my October wrap up. I wasn't planning on filming an October wrap up. I was just gonna do a Instagram reel, but I just wanted to update you guys that I was doing that. I did read, but I left my book in the bedroom, so I don't know what page I'm on. And I will say I'm honestly kind of getting a little bit bored with Lightlark. I feel like it's kind of not all over the place, but a bit chaotic, if that makes sense. I feel like there's just a lot going on right now, and I feel like there's not really a maybe it's repetitive, maybe that's what I'm feeling, because I feel like I've gotten the gist of what's happening. I understand all the characters, I know what we're fighting for, I understand what we're doing, but I feel like we are getting a little bit like repetitive with certain plot points, so it's getting a little bit like boring for me, but I am gonna push through because I am enjoying it. I really wish it was like maybe a little bit shorter. Maybe, I don't know, I mean, maybe the next 100 whatever pages I have left is gonna be like crazy, so maybe I'm just speaking too soon, but I am gonna continue reading right now after I film my Instagram reel that I'm doing. Okay, remember when I said that this was getting boring? I read like a couple more pages from the spot that I was at, and it's not boring. It definitely it's picked up a lot. I'm now on page 327, so I will be finishing this book tonight. I don't care what I have to do. Literally have like 80 pages or 70 pages left, so this will be finished tonight, and I'm about to get up and make some sauce. So putting a pause on reading this, but I will be finishing it. I will be, and I am happy that I'm enjoying it now. I was always enjoying it, but I do think that the middle dragged out a bit. I feel like it could have been a little bit faster paced. I'm gonna go make dinner. I probably won't update you guys again tonight, but just know I will be finishing this book, and we will be picking something new out tomorrow before I go to work. Good morning, vlog! How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday, 7 in the morning. And I'm here to chit chat with you guys. I did finish Lightlark yesterday, and I think I'm gonna settle on a 3.5, maybe 3.75. I was DMing one of my Bookstagram friends, and we were talking about it, and we both had the same opinion, where it was like we got bored and it slowed down a lot and was a bit repetitive in the like second quarter. So like from page like 200 to 300 I was pretty much really bored, but then 300 to 400 was really exciting and definitely kept me on the edge of my seat and made me want to read the second one. I think that it had a lot of potential to be a really good first book, but I feel like the world building was a little bit confusing at times. I did look up all of the characters and the fan art and stuff, so that definitely helped me like picture everybody and get like kind of an idea of what was happening, so that helped me a lot, but I didn't do that until after like page 270 or something, so I am glad I did that, but this was fun. I'm happy I picked it up. I will be picking up the second one. And with that being said, I did post a poll on my Instagram yesterday because I didn't know what I wanted to pick up next. So if you aren't, you should definitely follow my Instagram. I post polls, post reviews, I post little photos that are cute, and we just always have a great time. So I posted this poll on my Instagram with these two books. So Lost and Lassoed actually won with 11 votes. So it was between Wisteria and Lost and Lassoed. I am going to be reading this. I don't know when, but I will be picking it up because I really want to. But Lost and Lassoed won, and I'm actually very excited because I've been kind of wanting a small town cowboy romance, so I'm excited to pick this up. I'm going to probably finish it today. I'm very excited. This is about Teddy and Gus. If you don't know, this is the third book in the Done and Dusted, like the Rebel Blue Ranch series. So if you haven't read that and you're looking for a fun small town romance, Cowboy. Definitely pick those up. They're really fun. They're short, they're fast, they're easy. The writing is so cute, but I do have to go to work. I work until 3 today. Hello vlog. I'm in the same spot I was this morning, but we had a bit of change of plans. After work, Andrew and I went and worked out at my mom's house and then went on a walk, and now we're home and now we're cooking dinner. But I did start Lost and Lassoed, and I'm on page 70. And I'm enjoying it. It's not what I expected. I didn't expect Teddy and Gus to be like, well, I expected Gus to be how he is, but I didn't expect Teddy to be how she is. But it's not a bad thing. It's just unexpected. Interested to see how the story goes. Honestly, I don't have too many thoughts right now because I'm still at the beginning, but I don't think I'm going to finish it tonight. That was what I was going to try and do, but I don't think that that is going to happen. So that's a little update, but pick up the camera yesterday. I think I may have like filmed like one singular clip or couple yesterday, but I went to work and then Andrew and I actually went to Hobby Lobby and we got some Christmas decorations and stuff. We put up our tree and we watched some Christmas movies and it was just such a fun time. I wanted to update you guys because I finished Lost and Lassoed yesterday at work. And I think I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think the story was super cute and I really liked Gus and Teddy's relationship. I think at the first time I updated you guys, I think I was at the 70 page mark and I was still a little bit hesitant on whether I was liking the characters individually in the story. I loved the characters individually in every other story, but I was having a harder time connecting to them. And I think it's because of like the way that their plot was like out. It's like Teddy thought that everybody was moving at a faster pace than her. She felt like she was like behind. I feel like I couldn't really relate to that, as I am 23 and married. But like, I mean, I can understand why she feels like that, but I was having a hard time connecting to her character in that way. But she was written really well. I do feel like I wanted more on Gus. I feel like it was a little bit, it was a lot focused on Teddy, which was great, but it definitely, I feel like, neglected Gus in a way. So, but overall I still had a great time. So this is a solid 4 star, but it's literally 6:30, so I am awake and I'm about to sit and start reading Wisteria by Adeline Grace. I am so excited to get into this, so we'll see what I get done. Anyways, I am gonna plop my butt right here and I'm gonna start reading this book. I haven't started it yet, but I am hoping to get a pretty chunk done this morning. I don't have to leave here until 7:45, so I'm gonna cozy up in this corner and I will try to remember to chit chat with you guys after I get off of work, but I am going on the dinner date today. Hello vlog, what is up? It is Saturday and I actually was supposed to work today, but that's not happening. So I have come home. I did go. I came home, showered, feeling a lot better than I was earlier this morning, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of update. Also, sorry if you can hear the shower. It's just, you know. But I am still reading Wisteria. I think I told you guys that I had started this. I started this on Thursday or did I start it Friday morning. Yeah, started this book Friday morning and now I'm on page 167, chapter 14. So, making my way through this, I'm actually really enjoying it. I think it's such a fun story. It's following two different characters. If you read Belladonna and Foxglove, you know who this is about. And I'm eating up their story. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm having so much fun. I think I'm gonna try and finish this pretty soon here, and just relax today. Andrew and I did work out earlier, so that felt really good to do, but I'm gonna sit, read some, and I need to clean a little bit. I have to vacuum this couch and just do some little fixings, so probably gonna do that as well today, but we are gonna finish Wisteria. That is a goal of today, and then we'll start something new. Hello guys, I just finished reading Wisteria and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna settle on like a 4.5. It was really good and I absolutely loved the ending, but I wasn't as obsessed again as I was with Foxglove and Belladonna, but I still really enjoyed it. It's definitely, that series has become one of my favorites of all time, so I'm really glad that I decided to pick that up last month. We need to pick the next book that I want to read. I really don't know. I know I want a romance, but I don't know what kind of romance I want. I do have Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher, which is on my November TBR, and I do think that honestly, if I start this today, read for a couple hours today, I could probably get a chunk of it done. It is literally, you guys, 612 pages. 612 pages. However, I do know that Lauren Asher books I fly through. I like unstoppable, because her writing is just so bingeable. Okay, I've made the executive decision. I'm gonna start this. I want to read a romance, and this is the only one that is standing out to me. So I'm gonna start this, see how far I can get into it. I will be ending this vlog tomorrow, so maybe we have a shot at finishing this. I'm not sure. I will try my best. It is the next day. It is now Saturday. Wow, no. It is Sunday, and I'm happy to announce that I did start Love Unwritten yesterday, and I got to page 102, and now I'm on page 128. So I just started reading a little bit ago, but I have a couple of things on the to-do list today, but I really would like to finish this book. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I am going to try. I will say I'm really enjoying this so far. If you don't know, this is the second book after Love Unwritten. It is the Lake Wisteria, lakefront billionaire romance by Lauren Asher, and I am really liking this. It is following, sorry if that's Woody's toy. It's following Raphael. He's a single dad. His son is diagnosed with eyesight issue, like he will eventually be going blind, so there's a lot of depth in this book. Raphael himself has a lot of like past and like trauma and stuff with like family members, and basically just a lot going on in that department. And then Ellie, the nanny that he's hired to basically take care of Nico, get him learning Braille, get him to do stuff that he loves to do, and she's also a musician, so it's kind of a really fun dynamic. She went to high school with him, so she had a crush on him in high school. Apparently they go to Hawaii in this book, so there's a little bit of like a forced proximity in this. And obviously nanny, he's her boss, so a little bit of a work romance type thing going on. Definitely a lot of depth. I can already tell that this story is going to have a lot in it, and I'm really excited to learn some more about these two characters. Hello friends, it is quite a few days later. It's actually Tuesday. I totally did not update you guys Sunday when I left or on Monday and give you guys my thoughts on Love Unwritten. I did finish this on Sunday before, like literally right before I left to go to my mom's house. I had made pumpkin cream cheese muffins and finished this book, and it was just so good. I really loved this story. I will say it does not feel like 612 pages. In no way does this feel like that. I feel like it was, honestly, maybe it's just like the formatting of the book, but it felt like it was only like maybe 400 pages. So I think that's why I finished it so fast, but I thought this was really good. I really liked that they went to Hawaii. I really liked that they had time for themselves to grow, and I really enjoyed their relationship together. I think that it was super cute and it was written so nicely. There is some probably trigger warnings in this book, I would say, but it was done really well and really, it was definitely cared for. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving this like 4 stars. I'm off reading some more things right now, but I just wanted to come on and end this vlog because I'm going to start my new one right about now, and I just wanted to say I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'm so happy about it. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.